Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Gothalion. Welcome back to another episode of Out of Bounds. In this series, we like to take Borderlands 1 and 2 and maybe future games and turn them on their head and use a little engine called Super Fun Time or CE or Cheat Engine, and we like to take a look at how levels are put together and really take a closer gander at the building blocks of the game. Some of these episodes are silly, and some of them show you some things that you wouldn't otherwise be able to see outside of playing the normal game. You know, just a way to see the game from different angles and interesting shit that some people just might not be able to view on their own. Anyways, today's episode, I want to go ahead and put out a disclaimer. I've kind of had this one in my back pocket, but a friend of mine, Jolts Dude, sent me a message a couple weeks ago saying, hey, check out this video I made, might be something nice for Out of Bounds. And so he's already got a video on some of this up on his channel, and I wanted to clarify, I'm not jacking his content, though this is a good little cool thing that you can see inside the Tiny Tina's DLC. So if you happen to see it on his channel, no, I'm not ganking it, but nonetheless, I am gonna say, hey guys, go check out Jolts Dude. He's an awesome Borderlands 2 YouTuber, and you guys should definitely check him out. So we're gonna go ahead and go on with the rest of the episode now that we've gotten that disclaimer out of the way. So, as always, I'm gonna go ahead and fly around in this area and show you guys a few neat things that you wouldn't see if you were just playing through the game on your own. The first of which is you get a little gander at Miss Tiny Tina, who is actually, her model is saved inside of the game, just so she could be used during the cutscene. Now, something that I'm actually going to be spending some time looking for inside this area, inside the DLC, is where exactly the model for Sanctuary is kept, because as you know, inside of cutscenes, you do actually see Sanctuary with the other 4 Vault Hunters, and it kind of makes me think that that is actually preloaded into the level somewhere. Is it going to be outside of the death wall? Is it in its own little instance? Because you don't actually zone when you go into it, it just loads the cutscene. I don't know exactly the technology they're using to load the cutscene, but this is something I'm going to investigate, and if you happen to find it, send me a PM on YouTube or twitch.tv to let me know where it is and exactly where I can share this with the community. So here's Miss Tiny Tina sitting here inside of what I call a spawn box, or inside of an empty mesh, which is what it looks like when something is not textured. So this is its own little entity, so she is constantly rendered inside of this area. The next thing I want to show you is actually a little bit lower, and there's 2 things lower that I want to show you, one of which I just found today, and it doesn't really serve a purpose, but I thought it was pretty neat nonetheless. Let's just go into a free fall here, because this one is quite a bit of ways under the map. So here we go, we are about to land on a mesh. So I went ahead and turned off my clipping, and I'm gonna land right on it. This is something that I'm not sure that you could get to. You might be able to get to it if you rocket jump up to the top of the thing and then fall down. I don't know, maybe I'll do a little video seeing if that is at all possible. So now we're gonna go inside of this box, and this is actually where ButtStallion is held. You can see Queen ButtStallion right here. Is this solid? Yes, it is. I can stand on it, which is interesting because a lot of the time when you find these things, it's 100% walkthrough, like this wall. You could clip through it. It's not a real mesh, but ButtStallion obviously quite a bit bigger than she normally is. So we've got ButtStallion already preloaded under the map. She is, of course, a Pandora corn, which is different from a unicorn. And over here, we have all the models for the knights that are all standing inside Queen ButtStallion's room. This is what I call a bloom box. Bloom boxes create quite a bit of light, and they also put off God rays. If we happen to step outside here, you can see how bright the bloom box is. They happen to use these to create lighting effects inside Borderlands 2 pretty often. Pretty clever graphical trick. Bloom boxes are almost literally everywhere inside the game. Now the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to speed up the engine quite a bit to go down to. I like to explore levels and see exactly what might be outside of the normal range of view, even if I'm using CE to travel around. And I happen to come across a pretty interesting thing underneath the map, underneath the water. Let's call it the underwater palace. They often leave little building blocks, little Lego pieces of the levels outside of the map. I'm not sure why. Maybe they were just using them for copy paste, but this is something pretty interesting. I hadn't seen this particular piece before I don't think it was part of anything above me. I might be incorrect, but at the same time, I might be 100% correct. So we're going to go down here and check it out. You fall a little bit faster than you fly. Let's turn off clipping and finish the fall. Okay. Nope! I didn't have clipping off. All right, so we're going to go back up into this thing. This is what I call the underwater palace, because we are all the way under the map, and there's this whole deal here. You know what? This is actually, it looks like it's the piece from the top at the tower. Now that I think about it, this might actually be a piece that they pull up for the cutscene with Jack. I don't think that's what it is. I'm not sure why this is here. Looking at it, yeah, it does look to be the same exact piece that is at the very top of the tower. But what's interesting is it actually has the inside of the tower as well. This doesn't really serve any purpose, but I still thought it was pretty interesting, and I wanted to give you guys a little look at it, see what you thought about it. So here is your underwater palace. Pretty neat. And also, I'm going to show you that there is not really anything else under the map. Over in the distance there is the spawn box. That's where you go when you die. That's the answer to everything, guys. I just told you the meaning of life. It's spawn boxes. Anyways, guys, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. If you have any areas you want me to check out in the next episode of Out of Bounds, please leave it in the comment section below. I'll look at it, decide if the area is actually worth checking out. I've also decided that maybe I will start just doing basic fly-throughs on levels so I could give you aerial bird's eye views of entire zones. If that's something you feel like you might actually take a look at with me, then let me know. They might not actually contain anything super interesting in them. They'll basically just be a fly through so you can see exactly how the level looks from above. Leave a comment below letting me know if you feel like that is something you want to look at. Anyways, guys, once again, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of Out of Bounds.